Okay, good morning. I don't know what that was, but all right, good morning. Thanks for being here this morning. No particular theme or direction. I didn't plan the class that thoroughly this morning. The main focus is to just get the blood flowing, the muscles moving, the stiffness out, and just to kind of get ourselves exhilarated and ready for the day. So with that in mind, let's just begin by grounding. Cross your legs. You can have your ankles crisscrossed or further apart. And go ahead and set the foundation. Hands can press down on the legs. Let's take a clearing breath before we go any further. Big breath in through the nose. Release it out through your mouth. Soften your face and your shoulders. Why don't we do one more? Big inhale. Out the mouth, let it go. Now please close your eyes and we'll just sit quietly. In yoga, we're always looking to observe our thoughts rather than get attached to them, because we are not our thoughts. They just travel through us. So let's begin with that in mind. Let's begin by feeling our body first. Feel your hips, feel your ankles, your pelvis, crown of your head, your spine. And from that physical grounding, go ahead and find your breath. Open chest, open lungs, finding that breath, that Ujjayi breath with the lips sealed. Always using that breath as a reference, as a home base. And then again, back to the thoughts. Of course, we're going to be thinking even though we're breathing and sitting still. But yoga teaches us not to get attached to our thoughts, rather let them flow through us, observing them, and always coming back to the sensation of your breath. Take a few more breaths here in our short seated meditation. And then blink your eyes open and join your hands to your heart. Clasp your hands, and we're going to stretch those knuckles forward. And as we do, round your back and drop your chin to your chest. I'll even turn this way so that maybe it helps. So round your back to the wall behind you. Bad posture, I know. And then let's find that good posture, that tall spine, and raise your arms up. So raising your arms up, drawing your elbows back. Then why don't we try to look up, open the throat. One more breath here. And then look forward, release your hands. Now clasp them behind your back. Once again, open your throat, maybe look up. And then take a fold over your legs. It doesn't matter how far you get. Just hover for a breath or two. Keep those hands clasped. And then let's slowly pull ourselves up. Release your hands and inhale the arms up. Now let your palms press together as you push your sitting bones into the floor. And then with your next exhalation, hands to the heart. Keep that going. We're going to lace the hands up, round the back. This is our bad posture, but it's okay. Inhale up, lengthen, look up, look forward, release the hands, clasp them firmly behind you, look up again, and then chest over the legs, head hanging. With your inhale, draw up, release your clasp, and inhale again, palms press overhead. Look up, open the throat. Exhale, hands to the heart. We're going to do two more, but this time recross your legs. So whatever leg you had on top, just switch it out. Hands to the chest. Interlace the fingers. Lean back, tuck the belly in, the chin towards the heart. All the way up. Good posture, nice and tall. Open the throat, look up. Look forward, release the clasp. Now clasp behind the back. Open the throat again. And then forward fold. This side might feel different because we have the other leg on top. Prepare to inhale up. Release your clasp. Big stretch as we circle overhead, palms pressed firmly. Look up. And then hands to the heart. We'll go one more time. Interlace, lean back. Inhale up. Went a little faster. Exhale, release, and clasp at your low back. Look up, open throat. Lean forward. In the back body, back in the neck. Use your breath in to rise up. Exhale, release the hands. Inhale, circle them up again. Palms will press. And then back to the heart. Good job. Now, simply open the arms. And as you do, a little back bend. Open the throat, a lot of throat opening today. And then as you exhale, palms press and you round your back. Again, I'll turn, maybe that'll help. Inhale, open the arms. You've got just a small back bend. You're looking up at your ceiling if it doesn't hurt your neck, and then round. So we're going to keep this going. Find your pace, your rhythm today. Opening up the arms, opening to the new day, releasing the old. Maybe you're breathing out through your mouth. Maybe that you want to do that. That's fine. Last one. Good. And then once again, hands to the heart. Find your best and tallest spine so far. Okay. And then release. Let's recross the legs one more time. And then please tent your fingers, your hands down on the ground, on your mat, so that your body forms a trikona or a triangle, like Trikonasana pose. The top of the triangle, the base of the triangle, we've got the triangle shape with the arms, fingers are tented. Now, the fingers are comfortably resting on the mat. I'd like you to soften and relax as we prepare to drop our right ear towards our right shoulder. And this is not a big move, so you don't have to crank your head all the way down to the right shoulder. Our intent here is just to begin to open the left side of our neck. If you're happy with your trikona shape, your triangle shape, stay there and just enjoy it. If you want a little more, creep your left fingertips out to the left just a bit. You can shut your eyes, just feel the subtle energetic opening and maybe a shift. All right, last breath here. And then we'll take the crown of the head back up. Right, we meet again in the triangle shape. This time dropping the left ear towards the left shoulder, shutting the eyes if you'd like. A subtle, slight stretch open of the right side of the neck. If you're happy here, stay here and enjoy it. If you want a little more, creep the right hand a little bit away from your body. You don't want to go past your edge because that will only increase tension, and we don't want that. We want to relax the neck. All right, last breath here. And then we return to center. Good job. Hands rest on the legs. Tilt the chin up. Open the eyes wide. Slowly tilt the chin down, look down. Now slowly begin to move your head left and right, and eventually into a circle. Go one direction, maybe 6 times, 6 or 7 times. Switch directions when you're ready. Last 1 or 2 till we meet in the center again. All right, good job. Circle the arms back up. Let those palms press. All 10 fingers press, press, press. Look up again. We're going to do this a lot when we get to our tree pose. In fact, we're going to move today in our tree pose, but we're going to have this shape if possible. All right, look straight ahead and hands to the heart. Find your way, if you're ready, to all fours and fall into a child's pose with a nice extended spine and your forehead resting on your mat. You're able to breathe freely here, just any kind of breath work that feels good to you, in through the nose, out through the mouth. You can roll your head left to right if you'd like. Just feel free to circulate the energy, breathe the energy in any parts of the body this morning that need it, okay? All right, let's begin to walk the fingertips, maybe just a little more forward, and come up onto the fingertips. Similar to what we just did when we were seated. Fingertips are on the mat, not the hands. Create a positive flow of breath in and out. The longer the breath, the longer the spine. Good, and then we're going to slowly lift up the head and just creep our hands off towards the right, as little or as much as you'd like, and then release the head down or let it hover. A few breaths here. Again, the intent is just to open up the left side of the body, not just the neck, but the whole left side. Good. And then take it to the other direction. Creep your hands, take as many steps with your hands as you need to, till you're walked off, your hands are walked off to the left side and you're opening the right side of your body. I think we're ready to come back to the center, put the whole hand down and go back to child's pose with the whole hand pressing down now. Last breath here. And then find your way up to a box or a tabletop position. So coming up to tabletop position, find your cow stretch, drop your stomach, create that arch in your back. Feet can be flat or toes can be tucked, and then create your cat stretch, tops of the feet on the mat. Breathing out. Linking breath to movement. Inhale the cow. Exhale your cat. So find your rhythm, do 4 more. Similar to what we did when we were seated with the hands clasped, just a different variation. Again, keep that positive flow of breath. All right, good job. Come to tabletop position and then keeping your hands on the ground, lengthen, stretch back with your right leg, foot flex, pointed, whatever you prefer. And then lift it just a little higher. And then knee to chest. Similar to cat. Stretch the right leg back, toes pointed. Lift a little higher. And then slowly exhale, begin to round. Keep your arms active and engaged as you press away from the mat. Find your rhythm. Last one. And then if you're able to, excuse me, if you're able to, turn that left foot back a little and keep your right leg on the ground and raise your right arm. So just a modified side plank. You can keep the right leg on the ground or stretch it up in the air. So I want you to feel free to experiment with any variation that feels right for you today. Let's take one more active and engaged breath here. Feel your whole body starting to open up, energy moving, and then bring everything back down to place on the mat. A wiggle of the hips is always fine. Okay, so we'll do that same series. Active and engaged arms, fingers are wide spread. Try to challenge yourself to spread your fingers wide. Left leg back, flexed, pointed, whatever feels good, and then point it. Lift the left leg a little higher. Arms are active, pressing away from the ground. And as you breathe out, knee draws in towards chest or towards nose, back rounds to the seal. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, knee in. Find your pace. And last one. And placing knee down. All right, back to that tabletop. This time we're going to turn out with the knees and return to a child's pose, sitting back. For some of you, if you don't like child's, you can just sit up. But if you're in an active child's pose now, what we're going to do, I think I need to take a sip of water. We're going to practice those rolling cobras. So have fun with them. From that active child's pose, we're going to slither up. Hips are high, chest comes down, and we slither forward as we stretch the legs straight behind us. Come up to cobra. And then back, press the hips back to a child's. My knees are not turned out very wide for this child's pose. Ready to go again? Slither up. Hips are high, chest is low. Strong arms, press yourself forward. And it can be a high or low cobra. And then back to your child's. Take a rest if you'd like, or keep going. Push into the heels of your hands. You can look over your left and right shoulder if you prefer when you're in cobra. So don't feel like you have to watch the screen on your device. This is your own pace, your own time. We're just opening up the frontal plane of our body here, as well as the back. Shifting energy. Letting those thoughts pass through, float away. Let's do one more. And then meet back in child's or just sitting up on your shins if you prefer. Let's go for 2 breaths here, wherever you are. All right, so hopefully those rolling cobras warmed you up. Let's come back up. And again, spreading the fingers wide for downward dog, maybe scooting the hands a handprint right in front of where they were. And let's go slowly, pressing into the fingers, especially the first finger and the thumb, tucking the toes and bending the knees, raising your shins from the ground and sending your tailbone high. Feet are about as wide as your hip points. Pedal out. If you ever need a rest, feel free to take that time to rest and regroup. All right, from downward facing dog, let's bend the knees again. Maybe so much that your belly is on the thighs. By doing this, keeping the legs bent, belly towards the thighs, just lengthening out the tailbone. Arms are active, engaged. All right, now we're going to look forward towards the hands and take as many steps as you need to come to forward fold. Keep your legs relaxed here, a nice bend in them. Hang out for a few breaths with me here in our first forward fold. And then each of us find the best halfway lift shape for you today. Come up flat back. And then back to forward fold. Now rise up slowly, inch by inch, to high mountains. Take your arms overhead with your palms pressing right up over the top of your head. And then just for a breath, look up. Keep the throat open and then exhale, hands to the heart. Okay. So we're going to do some sun salutations. We're going to do one variety, and then maybe we'll do a different variety. And then after that second version of sun salutations, we'll add some standing poses, including our warriors. So have an open mind and a good sense of humor. Don't take it too seriously. Try to have fun with it. So let's just begin at the front of our mat and just begin to open your chest, maybe roll out. I'll turn this way. Roll out the shoulders, maybe one arm at a time, just loosening up, bending the legs, just getting some loosening up the body as well as freeing up the energy. All right, let's begin this first version of Sun Salute. It will seem very familiar because we kind of practiced it when we did the rolling cobra. All right, so let's inhale, salute the sun, reach the palms up, keeping the palms pressing, fold forward. Find your flat back, your style, your version. Good, and then exhale and fold. We're gonna step back with the left foot, and we're going to come to a lunge position. You can always put your left knee down, or if you want, you can keep it up. One more breath in wherever you are in lunge, and then plant your hands, and let's meet in downward facing dog. Slither forward to a high cobra, and then put your knees on the ground, your bum in the air, and slither forward to cobra with that cobra arch in your back. Exhale back to downward dog. Step your right foot forward, your left foot to meet your right. And slowly, inch by inch, circle the arms, Palms press, look up at your palms. And then hands to your heart. All right, second side. Inhale, reach the palms. Palms pressing, bend your knees, fold forward. Find flat back. And then return to forward fold. We're going to step the right leg back for lunge. Keep the knee on or off the mat. Whatever serves your body. And then we're going to plant our hands, step back to downward dog. Slither forward to plank, drop your knees, butt is high. Push into cobra like a snake. Come up. And then back to downward dog. Couple breaths. Maybe some cleansing breaths. Step your left foot forward, your right foot forward, forward fold. And all the way up slowly with control. Whole body active and engaged. Palms press overhead. Maybe look up and then hands can rest at your heart. Okay, that was one style. Let's try one more. And from there, we'll move into those warrior poses. All right, second one. Relax, roll your shoulders. Here we go. Inhale, circle the arms up. This time, swan dive, so arms are out to the side and fold forward. Find flat back. And fold forward again. All right. This time, please step back to down dog. And then to high or low plank. And then come down. Please untuck your toes and come up either to a little cobra or a high cobra or an upward facing dog. When you're ready, return to downward dog. Few breaths, maybe pedal out your legs. And we'll step to the front of the mat or hop, whatever you'd like. And inhale, rise up, nice and tall, palms press, and then hands to the heart. One more. Let's just meet in mountain pose, and then inhale the arms up. For this variation, we swan dive forward, legs are bent. Flat back. Forward fold. Step back, down dog. Maybe stepping back with the opposite leg to mix things up. Plank, knees up or down. You can put them down if you'd like. Come all the way down to the chest, the belly. Release your toes. Cobra or up dog. And then back to down dog. This is where we'll stay and move on from here. So please pedal out, release any tightness or tension as we get ready to put the feet close together at the back of the mat. Right leg up. So we're grounding through the left heel. And then right knee pulls in towards the chest. Arms are active and strong, pressing away from the mat. Right leg up. And then step it or carry it through. We have warrior one. Hips straight ahead. In fact, you can even keep your hands on your hips, right leg bent. Circle the arms up. Good, last breath here. And then we have another variation. Airplane warrior, reach the fingers back, chest long, open throat, and then back up warrior one. Let's travel through a few more of those. Fingers reach back, and then up. Last one, arms up. Good, on the next exhale, hands come down. Step back, down dog. Let's try the other side now. Left leg up, feet were close together. Left leg up, we ground through the right heel. Knee to chest or knee to nose, whatever you prefer. I'm doing knee to chest today. Just try to keep the core strong and engaged, and then left leg up. Oops. And step with the left foot forward, put the right foot down, come up, hands on hips. Warrior one, reach the arms. Try to push all 10 of your toes down onto the mat. Good, airplane warrior, lean forward, reach the arms back. All the way up. Let's do 2 more, airplane warrior. Last airplane, back to warrior pose 1, and on the exhale, release the hands down, back to down dog. All right, before we move on, let's drop down to the knees one more time and either sit up on your shins or take a full child's pose, maybe make a pillow for your head. Few breaths, 4 breaths. 1. Noticing any shifts in the body, in the energy. 2. 3. 4. Okay, returning down dog. This is kind of like our home base today. Your feet are close together at the back of the mat. Right leg stretches up. Really grounding through the left heel. And active in the arms, fingers wide. Now slowly bring that right knee in and all the way through. Good. And let's come up, warrior 2. So right leg is bent, left leg is back, and left foot on the ground. All the way up. You can turn the head left and right just to see where your hands are. Maybe one is higher than the other, but then turn right when you're finished. Right here, right now, just sensing what's going on, kind of pushing that right leg open. All right, and then try to move with as much grace as you can as we reverse the warrior. And then come to side angle. Nice graceful flow, reverse warrior. And then side angle. You can even stretch the left arm overhead. I'm going to watch you guys now. You continue on moving with as much ease and grace as you can. And then the next time you come to reverse warrior, hold, look up, open the throat, and press into your feet and come up for Trikonasana, triangle. So both legs are straight at this point. Right hand to the right shin, open the throat. And this whole area, the hips, this triangle area, nice and open, the chest open. All right, now moving with as much grace as we can. I'm going to walk us through it. We're in triangle pose right now. We're going to come to that side angle. So what we're going to do is this left arm is going to come down, and we're going to bend that right leg. Then we're going to come back up to triangle. We bend the right leg, circle the left arm, come all the way up. So moving, getting all those body parts moving. We're basically just straightening and bending that right leg and circling that left arm. Back to triangle, both legs straight. Hold for a breath. And then all the way up. Now, turn, pigeon toe your feet. I'll turn this way. Toes in, heels out. Bring your hands to your hips. And open your throat as you look up at your ceiling. And then fold forward halfway. Maybe dare to go 3/4 of the way. Maybe all the way down. It's your call. And just release into a straddle forward fold. Do anything you'd like here. This direction. All right, let's rein ourselves back in, hands on the hips, slowly press halfway and all the way up. Now turn the right foot and just step to the front of your mat. Just kind of feel what you did. We did a lot of moving, a lot of holding. Feel the effects. So we're going to do the other side now. Inhale the arms up and exhale to fold. Inhale to halfway lift and exhale to fold. Step back to your down dog again. Raise your left leg. Knee in towards chest and all the way through. Place your right foot on the ground. Come up, warrior two. You can turn your head back and forward. Maybe you have some kinks in your neck. And then we're pushing energy, pushing open that left leg. Look past your left hand. Keep your spine lifting up out of your pelvis. Nice positive flow of breath. And with as much grace and ease as we can, reverse warrior to that supported side angle, just like we did earlier. You can move slower. Here's me moving slower, or you can move faster, your choice. Please meet in reverse warrior, looking upward. Keeping the belly, the core engaged, and then press into your feet to come all the way up and straighten both legs. Ready for triangle? Stretch over your left leg, left hand to the ground, to the ankle, to the floor, to the block, or to your shin. Keep this triangle area of energy open, not collapsed. The two hip points, hip flexors, pelvis, back, waistline open. All 10 toes, like gently pressing into the mat. All right, and then we're going to take a couple more breaths in our strength building triangle pose, and then we'll start moving like we did on the other side. Here we go. So we're going to bend that left leg. Well, that's not how we did it. Sorry. We're going to keep the left leg straight. And now as we lower the right arm, come to supported side angle. Stretch straight and bend. I can do it better than I can say it. Last two. In those body parts loose and limber. Meeting in triangle again. Pressing into the feet again, rising up. Turning the toes either straight ahead or pigeon toe. This time clasp your hands behind you. Nice wide base, legs are like a triangle. Lift the chest, open the throat, and then slowly fold forward as much or as little as you'd like. Count 4 breaths here. 4. Going slow enough so you can get full positive breaths. 3. 2. This is our last breath here. 1. And either put your hands on your waist to come up, or if you can do it with your hands clasped, please come up. All right, release your hands. Give them a good shake out. If you'd like, you can heel toe your feet together, or you can hop together for our next pose, which is the one we'll be using the tree pose with the movement. Now, feel free to have your back to a wall or to a support, or do it freestanding. And again, just have a sense of fun with it. If you fall, wobble, just get back into it. Left leg will bear the weight today. Raise the right leg and put the right foot snugly inside that left leg. When all the pieces are in place, bring your hands together. And as I said, just have a sense of fun. We're going to stretch the palms up, find that lift, that length. So this is a moving balance pose, and then bring the hands back to the heart. See, I already fell out of it. You keep going. You don't have to look at the screen. Reach up. Nice tall tree, and then hands to the center. Nice grounded tree. It's a little different when you're moving. Can you do it and smile too? It's kind of fun, it's kind of silly. Don't take it too seriously. I already fell out of it again. One more. And then just dare to hold your tree pose for a couple extra breaths, either your hands overhead or at your heart. All right, and then release. Shake out your legs. Both of them, shake them both out. So maybe you want your back to that table or to that wall. Let's put the weight on the right leg now. Bring the left foot up and snugly inside. Hands to the heart. Inhale up. Maybe this is your easier side. Maybe it's a more challenging side, depending on your feet, your bones. And just taking the palms up and down. And then dare to hold your tree pose anywhere you want your hands. We've got, let's do 4 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and release. Don't forget to shake out both of your legs. All right. Mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms press, look up. A very, very tiny back bend. And then hands to your heart with your feet close together. We're going to bend the knees and come to a toe stand. Just raising your heels up off the ground. Weight is in the balls of the feet and the toes. This is our second and final balance pose. So right now I'm not really balancing much. I have pretty bad posture, just folded forward. But in a moment, I'm going to try and remedy that. So try to lift your head, either keep your fingers on the floor or bring them together at your heart. And sure, you're shaking probably, but let's hold it. Draw everything in towards center, the core. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your hands and release and take a seat. Okay, legs long and loose in front of you. Give them a good shake out. And butterfly pose is next. So press the feet together, either further away if that suits you, or closer. You can put a pillow or a cushion or a block under your knees if you'd like. And I'll show you what that would look like if you wanted to do that. If you prefer a more supported version of butterfly, you just put a pillow under each leg or thigh, just to give you a little support, allow your hips to open a little more. Otherwise, just sit up tall, close your eyes, remain aware and engaged. Good. And blink your eyes open. All right, pillows can get put aside. We're going to open the legs long and loose again and give them a roll out or a shake out one more time. Pat them out, get that flow of blood moving. All right, and then we're going to roll. Make sure your heels are at the top of your mat and slowly, if it feels safe, roll down to your back. Otherwise, come down in another way. So roll all the way down. Take a full breath and a full breath out. Feet on the floor. For bridge, wiggle your fingers. You should be able to feel the heels of your feet. Now look up at the ceiling and press your hips up. Tuck your shoulder blades underneath you, and if you'd like, clasp your fingers again. Lift your chin, lift your chest, keep your throat open. Try pressing into your heels, and then try pressing into the balls of your feet, lifting your heels, and then find your bridge pose. Feet firmly planted for 4 breaths. 1, driving those hip points up towards the ceiling. 2, 3, almost done, and 4. Don't come down so fast, though. Undo your hands, your arms, your shoulders, and slowly touch the tailbone to the mat. Good. Back to butterfly, this time supine. Hands on your belly. Couple breaths. All right, moving on. Use your hands to bring your legs up and lift your hips again. This time, press. I hope you can see. Put your hands under your low back. Draw your legs up. And we're just going to make sure our back can tolerate this. If there's any doubt, you're not going to do it. Let's lower one leg slowly at a time. Nice and slow. Make sure you have your hands under your back. And then the other. You can flex and point your toes as you're doing it. The next time your legs come up, maybe try opening them like a triangle shape. Not too much though. And then close together. Lower one leg. Again, alternate leg raises. Back up. Let's see if we are ready. Only if it feels safe to your back. Lower both legs. Let them hover right above the ground and then slowly up. And then open the legs into a small triangle. Zip them closed again. And on your next breath, lower. and back up. We're going to try to lower our legs and do the triangle as well. So this time, as they lower, keep them hovering, a small triangle. Open the legs out into a triangle shape. That's it. And then slowly back together and up. One more open triangle shape. So if you don't like the opening, just do the leg raises and lowering. I'm going to try and open my legs when they lower, and I'm going to try to open them as they raise. Have fun with it. Maybe you create a different sequence. Let's do one more of each. Good. And we'll meet with our legs bent, release our hands, and maybe a loose hug, maybe rocking side to side, maybe circling out, holding your knees, giving the back a little care. Just like we sometimes massage our belly after core work, for this time we're massaging out the back, because I think that was carrying the brunt of the work. All right, arms out, palms face up or down, knees spill to the right, and gently look to the left. Positive breathing here, in and out. Come up gently and then spill the knees off to the other side, to the left. Turn to look to the right. Thoughts passing, not becoming attached at all to our thoughts. Just like you're looking at a movie screen, let those thoughts come and go. We are not our thoughts. All right, and then come to center. If you want, you can do anything. One last pose, maybe hug the knees, maybe a gentle happy baby, maybe something else. I'm going to do a happy baby and then get ready for our final pose, Shavasana. So if there's anything else you need, maybe a tight squeeze, I don't know. Ready for Shavasana? Hopefully you feel like you're ready for it. Release your body down to the floor. Give your left leg a shake and let it flop out. Your right leg a shake, let it flop out. Give your left arm a roll or a shake and then let it release. And same with your right. As your body releases down, take a cleansing breath. Inhale. Exhale through your mouth. Well done. As your body continues to release down, the crown of your head, the scalp, invite your scalp to soften, spread, and release down. Now bring your awareness to your forehead, your temples, that skin that spreads from the temples across the forehead. Let that skin relax, soften, and release. Now, notice your eyes, your muscles around your eyes, let them release. And then the eyebrows, the muscles there, let those muscles release. And then one more cleansing breath, okay? Inhale. Fill up a little more. And then let it go through your mouth. Your ears relax, your cheeks, your nose, your lips, the skin on your face, unwrapping, ungripping, releasing. Your tongue is heavy in your mouth. Your jaw is calm and relaxed. Now the shoulders, don't forget about them. The shoulders, not bunched up, but relaxed and released. Let them go. Try to imagine the flow of energy flowing, releasing like a free flowing river. Your arms and elbows, your wrists and hands. Let that energy flow all the way down to your fingertips. And one more cleansing breath. Inhale. Hold. And okay, let it out through your mouth. Now the hips, legs, the ankles, all the way down to the feet. Let that energy flow freely throughout that area, down out through the toes. Now one final breath of renewal. Inhale. And let it go. Breath of rejuvenation, cleansing, and healing. Whole body relaxed or becoming relaxed. Whole body engaged and alive, but at rest. Enjoy your Shavasana.